in your company. I'm truly, truly, truly honored. I mean, here is the voice of India, really, isn't it? Yeah, and the mic, yaar, mic on kar do.
Okay.
Yeah, we are back. We are back. The mic problems are always there. Whichever venue you are at, wherever you are in whichever country, whichever city.
No, it was switched off.
It was your fault.
No, it was.
You can't be doing that, yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm a late riser, so it's
afternoon,
kind of good afternoon. सारे रिक्वेस्ट जो भी गाने के हैं वो हम लोग बाद में कर सकते हैं. I'm totally not ready for singing. Please मुझे माफ कर देना आज के लिए. That's what
yeah, but we do have a guitar, you know. So I mean, you don't have to use your voice for the guitar, right?
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how crazy the fans are actually. That determines. He's saying, you can sing the conversation. That's what he's saying.
गाने fit कर दूँ conversation के बीच में.
But Arijit, it's really wonderful to be here in your company. It's truly an honor, actually.
Thank you.
And well, shall we start from the beginning? You know, I mean, you're not that old, of course. You're pretty young yourself right now. But you started very, very early. I believe as early as 3 years old. Is that correct?
We all started like really early in life. But उस समय पे आपको पता नहीं होता है. You basically follow your parents and teachers. So that way, of course, I started early. They wanted me to start early.
So it wasn't. I mean, how were you like humming at home as a 3-4-year-old kid? How would your parents know what kind of talent you have?
No, they didn't know actually.
Do you come from a musical family? Any?
Mom used to sing. Grandmother used to sing. तो हाँ थोड़ा सा एक environment तो था गाने का. But it was never like कि एकदम म्यूजिक करना है और म्यूजिक ही करना है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. It was like a normal thing, you know. But ऐसे ही वेस्ट बंगाल में सब घर पे ही ऐसा होता है.
Really?
They love singing, they love music, you know, they are into that. So वो एक normal चीज़ है.
But would you like to take us through your journey initially? You know, the first maybe 5-6 years of your, since the age of 3, 4, 5 till about 10, 12. How did you go about this? What happened? Who did you take your training from and things like that?
बहुत बड़ा कहानी है यार.
छोटे में गा के बता दीजिए.
So most of it I don't remember because I was a kid.
Listen, you're only 16 years old right now, yeah? You're not that old. Huh?
I think I remember मुझे सिर्फ प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए बोला जाता था. I was not allowed to perform anywhere else. No presentations, nothing. Basically, you have to get away from all these things. ऐसा एक pressure था.
It was a very serious atmosphere. You mean like you just keep practicing, keep doing riyaz every day for about an hour, 2 hours?
It was fun. It was not a serious environment. It's just you're not allowed to do things because you're not ready. You know, not in terms of your capability. Not only that, at the same time, आप जब बाहर कुछ करते हो तो बहुत सारी चीजें आपके मन में प्रभाव.
I mean, as a kid, you know, you'd want to obviously do so many things that the other kids do.
I did everything.
And so you took out time for that also. You were doing this also.
I didn't take out any time. I think time बहुत था उस time पे. अभी मतलब हाल ही में ऐसा हुआ है कि time नहीं मिलता है हम लोगों को. But बचपन में तो बहुत time था. हम लोग खेलते भी थे, बहुत ज़्यादा खेलते थे, बहुत मार खाते थे उसके लिए. And स्कूल भी करते थे.
What kind of a kid were you? I mean, were you like a shararti types? Or
I did everything.
The submissive kinds or the aggressive kinds? What kind of a kid were you?
Actually, chance मिलता है तो सब कुछ बन सकते हो. It's just about how comfortable you are.
You are a philosopher, man. You are a philosopher, huh?
So ऐसा ही था. उसके बीच में जितना आप गा सकते हो, जितना आपको अच्छा लगता है. Basically, having fun with what you have to do.
Yeah. So I pretty much figure that. Even as a child, when you were doing what you were doing, you were enjoying it. So obviously there wasn't any pressure for you to do anything. You just enjoyed doing it, so you did it. Right. And so, you know, I want to just come to the, let's cut across to your phase of, not exact fame, but the first time around that you took part in a musical show, which was, I think, much later, at about the age of 17 or 18, when you took part in a show called Gurukul. So tell us about that. Why did you choose to go there, that part? Because here you are singing classical, learning classical, and then suddenly you decide to go on to television, which is popular culture.
Yeah, that's a question I also ask myself sometimes. Actually, it was not my decision only to come to Mumbai and participate in a reality show. It was my Guruji who actually pushed me. So he had a journey in his life, and he had some, little things to prove to some people. Maybe वो लोग जिंदा भी नहीं थे उस टाइम पे जब उनको फिर भी प्रूव करना था. Maybe खुद को ही प्रूव करना था उनको. And then he was looking for a student, and I thought when I was 16, 17, I could understand, he really wanted things to happen through me. So he always pushed me कि यहाँ पे तुम मत रहो, and कुछ नहीं होगा यहाँ पे सिर्फ knowledge है, and there is no platforms, things like that. You have to go out and try out.
Classical music is dying.
Yeah, as in
we keep hearing that classical music is dying, but it never dies. Yeah,
it will not.
It cannot.
It will not.
That's the basis of everything.
As in, it's not for performance. हम लोग बहुत अलग कर देते हैं चीज़ों को. Classical music, Indian classical music is not for performance. It is to understand music. It is basically आप कोई भी चीज़ जैसे practice करते हो, उसका जो ज़रिया होता है, उसका जो format होता है. Indian classical music practice is that. So हम लोग थोड़ा सा confused होते हैं. So it is not going to die, but he always said it is important to go out and understand where you are, as in आप कितना आप कर सकते हो, कितना drawbacks है आपके, and
you must push yourself as much as you can.
And yeah, absolutely.
But what do you think of that? I mean, what you said is that maybe he had a point to prove to some people, and he wanted to explore his journey through you. I mean, do you think that's justified?
Yeah, that is justified. I was a guinea pig to him. He experimented most of his things to me, and like fair enough. वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा किसी को, और उसका ही असर बहुत सारा इंटरनल असर है. जो दिखता है वो नहीं है, वो तो बहुत ही छोटा असर है, बट इंटरनल असर बहुत सारा है. उसका इफेक्ट अलग होता है, एंड बेसिकली यू अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट म्यूजिक एंड लाइफ. सो आई थिंक इट इज़. और मेरे अंदर भी शायद वो मुझे नहीं भेजते तो मुझे भी कहीं ना कहीं लगता है कि उन्होंने मुझे बांध के रखा.
Okay.
तो मे बी दैट इज़ ऑल्सो देयर. तो उन्होंने, आई थिंक इट्स गुड दैट ही पुश्ड मी, एंड I came to Mumbai and started experimenting things on myself to understand more of me. तो वो बहुत helpful रहा है.
So this was which year? This was about 2010, is it?
No, this was 2005.
2005, and then you came to Mumbai. You shifted here, or did you go back?
I went back. I came back again. मैं रहने लगा मुंबई में.
अच्छा.
पता नहीं था क्यों, मतलब रह रहा. I had no clue. But
you mean there was no one pulling you back to Calcutta, like some love of your life or any other thing?
No, nothing like that.
You were free. You wanted to explore.
Yeah, as in I only missed the trees in West Bengal.
Trees?
Only the trees, maybe. Mumbai में काफी.
What is so special about the trees in Mumbai and West Bengal?
मुंबई में कम है, वहाँ पे ज़्यादा है.
अरे नहीं, आपको RML कॉलोनी जाना चाहिए, वहाँ पे बहुत है.
नहीं, in general बहुत कम है. वहाँ पे कहीं भी जाओ.
You must come to Delhi then. There are too many trees in Delhi.
नहीं, वहाँ भी कम है. वहाँ पे भी बहुत स्मॉग होता है. चंडीगढ़, गोवा, ऑफ कोर्स. एक्चुअली शहर से थोड़ा आप बाहर जाते हो तो ही आपको ट्रीज मिलेगा. इट्स एवरीवेयर. हाँ. North
fans from the northeast.
Of course.
Yeah, I know. I want to come to that. You've sung in so many different languages. Yeah, we'll come to that a little bit later. But I mean, I think, can you tell us a little bit more about this whole journey of Bombay and Fame Gurukul and meeting people from the films, and what was that experience? How difficult was it for you mentally to be in Bombay and go through that rigmarole? That's quite a crazy thing to do.
Well, I didn't do this actually. So I was kind of lucky क्योंकि एक मुझे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिला था टिप्स म्यूजिक से. They wanted to do an album. तो हम लोग काम कर रहे थे उसी एल्बम पे. 1.5 साल तक हम लोगों ने काम किया उस पर. एंड तो 1.5 साल के बाद उनको अचानक से लगा कि द थिंग इज़ नॉट वर्किंग. मे बी वो मार्केट अभी नहीं रहा, तो वी नीड टू वर्क.
1.5 साल के बाद उनको लगा?
ऐसा होता है when कभी आप काम करते हो और वो क्लैरिटी नहीं रहता है जब, तब ऐसा होता है. सो वी अंडरस्टूड, बट बिकॉज हम लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में थे तो एक बेसिक सैलरी जो मिलता रहा मंथली, वो आपको बेसिकली ऐसा फील करवाता है कि यू आर वर्थलेस. तो उस time पे
The salary made you feel you're worthless.
of course, because when you don't work and you still get the money, how would you feel?
Oh, wonderful. That's a wonderful thought.
So
I would think as long as paise aa jaye, I'm fine, yeah.
no, you won't be fine. Trust me, you won't be fine.
Okay.
And then I thought I'll have to understand more, like in different genres of music. So I started producing. I started learning producing.
I think this is the time when you also had your own
Setup.
You had your own.
I made
Listen,
a
that's a different journey altogether. I mean, there's this gentleman who's come from West Bengal. He's a wonderful singer. He's a great talent. He's already been taken in by Tips and others. And then you want to start your own business, which is basically setting up a recording studio and doing jingles and all that kind of work, which is a different journey altogether. So how did you manage both these? That's quite tough.
इतना difficult नहीं है आप जैसे बोल रहे हो.
मेरे को तो बड़ा difficult लगता है. Maybe then you're a different. Of course, you are a different mental level altogether. I'm sure.
No, I think it's just about our insecurities and priorities in life. आपको अगर मतलब बहुत कुछ करना है तो आपके लिए problem है. आपको बहुत कुछ दिमाग में रखना पड़ेगा. I didn't have so many things in mind. I only had one thing in mind, that I have to understand this procedure of making music digitally.
Great. That's a great thought. So you stuck with one thought, which is that you have to basically understand how this whole thing works, and
Yeah, I think it's a general query. सबको होता है कि अच्छा ये देखा ये कैसे हुआ इसका, how was the process. I think ये general query है about life also. हमको कभी बीच में ऐसे ही लगता है कि कैसे सब कुछ work कर रहा है, and about science also we are curious, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just the basic curiosity which takes you forward, and सिर्फ उसी पे ध्यान देंगे तो बहुत easy है actually.
Yeah, I completely agree. But if you could just elaborate a little bit on your journey as the owner of a sound engineer and doing jingles and producing music and arranging music, how was that journey?
It was hectic. पहली बार पता चला कि deadline miss करोगे तो आपका काम गया.
Yes.
तो वो बिल्कुल आइडिया नहीं था. सो आई हैड दिस आइडिया. अभी धीरे धीरे फिर जैसे लोग काम करते हैं यहाँ पे सब, वो फिर सिस्टम समझ में आने लगा कि आपको इस तरीके से लोगों के साथ काम करना पड़ेगा.
Did you think the culture is professional up to your mark, or did you think it is below what you thought it was, the way people worked in Mumbai?
No, it is more than professional actually. बहुत और अलग अलग तरीके का प्रोफेशनलिज्म है बॉम्बे में. People have different mindsets, and it's very cool. मतलब अच्छा लगता है. It's very nice.
So we also, one point of this discussion is being soulful. Going a little bit deeper also, and which is why I just want to come to one facet, because see, singing, acting, all these things are very difficult things if you look at it, not from the point of view that you do, that just keep one thought in mind, which is how much I want to learn. It is actually a very difficult and a very competitive business also. So how do you keep your wits about?
Trust me, I never thought about this because I never had the idea of reaching somewhere. I always thought that I'll have to understand this science, जितने भी technicalities हैं इसके, और जो चीज़ें हम लोग कर सकते हैं with music, and the kind of things we can produce through it. उसी से बेसिकली आप और जानोगे उसको. Just to know what music is, I think that is the basic thing what I had in mind, and nothing else. बाकी सब चीज़ें ना अपने आप हो जाता है. I think
which actually, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying, because it pretty much, I think that is the way you are in even the simplicity that you have as a person, right? And you are not really into, are you on social media by any chance?
I have a Facebook page and a Twitter thing, but I don't I have no idea about
it. But listen, I think he is the hashtag of singers, yeah? And hashtag कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच गया है? Hashtag has left the commas and the full stops behind. So you are the hashtag of singers, isn't it?
I don't understand this hashtag also.
Come on, give me a break. Everybody does nowadays.
नहीं, I understand it now. मैं बीच में Twitter में कुछ तो एक hashtag करने के लिए बोला था कि it must be a style, so I put a hashtag.
Next time you should tell them, listen, I am a hashtag. Everybody follows me. I am the most known person here in India now, which you are actually, in the singing world at least. Who are the kind of people that you admire as singers?
As singers? बहुत सारे यार. मतलब Lata Mangeshkar, I admire Kishore Kumar, Ustad Amir Khan Sahab, Faiz Khan Sahab. So many singers. I can't really think of one entity.
Right.
बहुत सारे singers I admire. They've been doing their research, and they have come up with newer styles of music, newer thoughts in music. So it's very inspiring to
Yes.
look at them.
And of course,
listen to
the
them.
music is changing now. Music scene is changing rapidly. I mean, and we are so influenced by the West, aren't we?
हम लोग हमेशा से थे.
हमेशा से थे.
हाँ, हम लोग it's not about our nature, I think. हम लोग इतना ज़्यादा देर तक रहे हैं अंग्रेज़ों के साथ, तो हम लोग का इन जनरल एक वो आइडिया है कि वो अच्छा है, और हम लोग काफ़ी चीज़ें भूलते हैं उस चक्कर में.
Right.
पर देयर आर पीपल दे नो हाउ टू डील विद इट. उन लोगों को वो चौकट पे रहना है, एक पैर इंडिया में, एक पैर वेस्ट में.
Yeah.
They will communicate.
But do you think one can do something about this? I mean, can you in any way fuse our own Indian classical music, make it mainstream somehow? Is there some kind of a possibility like that? I mean, it happens.
Indian classical music का mainstream होना?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just
नहीं.
kind of fusing a more popular sound
वो
with.
एक कोशिश है सिर्फ, मतलब it's just a try. You can continue for years, but it will never happen. Indian classical music cannot be mainstream because it is not for entertainment, first of all. It is for meditation. It is for transforming your thoughts. It is for more of concentration actually. आप Indian classical music सीखोगे तो आप दूसरी चीज़ें सीखोगे, कैसे आपको performance और elementary जो आपका बाहर का दुनिया है उससे कैसे आप डील करते हो, वो सबसे आप हटोगे जितना आप Indian classical
It's more
music करोगे.
internal.
Yeah, it is very internal.
And the other one is more external.
Yeah.
Right. I completely get that. And so I think we'd like to come to your journey in Bollywood now, because I think, here you are, this very deep thinker, a great, someone who's done so much in music, as in learned from so many people. I'm sure you were really good because, people identify genuine talent in Bombay. That's one thing I'm very sure about. I mean, I've been in Bombay myself for a couple of years, so I know this, that people have a great eye in Bombay for talent. And but here you are in the year 2010, you're working on movies like Golmaal 3, Crook, Action Replay. So could you relate to this?
I could. It was technical things. I was producing for these films for Pritam Da, and it's nothing to do with my singing, right? It's just thought and different vibrations, and I have to deal with vibrations and they deal with different sounds and textures. So it's fun. You basically trying to produce something which you have never done before, and how does it matter? कैसे उसके गाने हैं, कैसे उसके बोल हैं? It doesn't matter. It's just music and sounds. So I was having fun.
How was your relationship with Pritam?
It's awesome.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? About how you met him and about
How
this
I
film?
met him? He called me actually. I was in my hometown. I was working on something, and he, I think कुछ तो उन्होंने सुना था, मतलब कोई एक jingle या कुछ भी होगा. I don't remember that, but I think that was a reference point for him, and he called me. एक ही रात में I had to pack everything and
Wow.
go to him. That's how he is. He needs
That's
everything.
the great thing about talent. I mean, if you're talented, you will get the call. I just believe that.
Yeah, I also believe
All
that.
the students out there, if you don't get a call, work harder. Wait for the call. You don't go there.
Actually, you don't have to wait for the call also. If you work hard, I think you'll do
Or
it
you have that
yourself.
philosophy that he has. You listen, I am just a learner. I am just here. I don't want to reach anywhere. I am just learning. I don't care.
That's how
That also
it
works.
should be. That's how it should
But
be.
then mom dad का pressure कि बेटा कुछ बच्चे करने हैं, शादी वादी करनी है, क्या है ये?
वो तो रहता है, अलग अलग फेज में अलग अलग प्रेशर रहता
तो
है.
इस mindset के साथ तो यार फिर then that's a very difficult
You have to
thing to
just deal
handle.
with your parents. You have to be with them and make
Are
them
you a
understand.
Buddhist by any chance?
No.
He has it all sorted out in his mind right from a very early age. Yeah, that's
No,
amazing.
It's just I think any practice you do regularly, you understand deeper.
Yeah, but we were talking about Pritam Da. I mean, I love Pritam. You guys, who Pritam fans out here? I think he's an amazing. He's just
Everyone,
amazing.
we
Yeah.
all love him.
So just tell me a little bit more about him, because I'm very fascinated by Pritam as a personality. I never met him, but he's really endearing as a person. I don't know, he comes across.
He is into himself and he loves music actually. मतलब वो सबसे बड़ा quality है प्रीतम दा का. He loves to work till the end. मतलब उनको बहुत सारा डर रहता है कि कुछ भी एक भी चीज़ अगर गलत हो जाए जो उनको समझ में आ रहा है, वो तो उनके मतलब बॉडी के ऊपर से ट्रक ले जाना पड़ता है मास्टर लेने के लिए. It is like that. He has that kind of
He's that committed,
passion and commitment towards music. You can learn a lot of things from him, and he's the sweetest person I've met in Mumbai. Very very supportive, and he also is very open in deciding new talents, new voices, new programmers, new
Of course.
musicians. So he's an idol for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Any new voice that you heard recently that you thought, wow, man, what a voice, male, female, anybody recently?
There is a singer called Tushar. I'm forgetting his.
Where is he from?
He's from Mumbai, I think. He's working in Jam 8. So Jam 8 is I think it's a breakdown from Preetham's one of Preetham's concept actually. Jam 8 करके एक उन्होंने company बनाया है जहाँ पे new composers can come and they can do music.
Excellent. What's it? Jam 8.
Jam 8.
Jam 8 students.
They've been doing music. हाँ बहुत सारे लोग हैं वहाँ पे तुषार काम करता है. He's composing things, but he sings very nice. I think I really liked his couple of songs that he has sung.
Okay, so I think he has half a career made. Then if you like him, then I think the road is easy for him.
How does it matter?
Well, I mean, it does matter, right?
No, it doesn't.
Come on, it does, yeah. It does.
How does it matter?
The right people have to like you. Come on, it's important, right? Achha, anyway, I'm just kidding. So let's come to that very famous song of yours from the film Murder 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you know which I'm talking about, the one I'm talking about. Yeah, who's going to sing it? Anybody? Yeah, please.
Please, हम लोग घर पे करते हैं ये सब.
Okay, so yeah, how did you get Murder 2? And that's actually your journey to the big league. So how did that happen?
I don't know. I was working. Somebody called me.
Yeah, he's had a very organic life. One thing led to another. And it just...
I recorded this with Mithun. I knew Mithun before. I used to work with him. छोटा छोटा चीज़ मैं करता था, voice designing and stuff like that. तो I knew him और scratch जैसा ही हम लोग in general काम करते हैं वहाँ पे. मतलब सब लोग ही present करने के लिए बना रहे हैं. It's never finalized till it's out there on YouTube. तब तक हम लोगों को किसी को भी actually पता नहीं कि क्या होने वाला है. Because बहुत सारे लोग हैं, बहुत सारा दिमाग है उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए एंड फाइनली एक प्रोडक्ट बाहर निकलेगा. सो सब लोग ही स्क्रैचेस बनाते हैं और आई वाज देयर विद मिथुन. आई सैंग दिस और बहुत एक्चुअली 1-2 साल बाद ये रिलीज हुआ गाने के.
Okay.
तो मुझे तो आई कंप्लीटली फॉरगॉट अबाउट दिस सॉन्ग. somebody called one of my friend called and said कि ये तेरा नाम है, तेरा टाइटल तो नहीं है पर तूने गाया क्या ये. I started listening and then said, yeah, I sang this. I called Mithun. Mithun was happy. He said, I am glad that you surprised.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
That's how it happened.
And that was a wonderful, wonderful song because I used to be on radio at that time. I used to do the morning show for one of the radio stations and people were absolutely crazy about that song. I mean, I remember those days. And I want to talk, he's here because he's directed a movie. Do you guys know that? Yeah? It's called Sa. Yeah, so obviously, we'll talk a little bit about that. But before that, you want to do something?
No, I don't.
There's a guitar. No, don't sing. Just guitar. Thoda sa masterclass in guitar. Sare Gama. I tried to learn the guitar, just 2-3 months ago, and your fingers like really hurt. So how long does that process take to for your? I had a really tough time. I thought this is not for me.
I am not that a good guitarist. I can't tell you that.
But something thoda sa na. People are really crazy here.
अरे नहीं, बाद में करते हैं.
नहीं, गिटार, only guitar, no singing.
हम लोग कोई भी कॉन्सर्ट में ये सब करेंगे ना, we'll have fun.
But listen, this is an intimate audience here. Where will you get see such lovely people?
I already said good morning. अच्छा ठीक है, we'll see. In the end, we'll see.
Okay.
चलो, I promise I'll sing something and go from here. Yeah, okay.
Okay, you know what? We also want to do a couple of questions from the audience. So anyone out there who has any questions? Yeah, a lot of questions. Yeah, maybe we'll do like 5-6 questions. But ठीक है, I also want to know about your experiences about singing other languages. Like you've done Telugu, you've done Tamil, and how easy or difficult is that for a singer?
It's very difficult for me. मुझे समझ में नहीं आता.
What is that process?
So first of all, you don't know about the language and you don't know a single thing about what you're singing. So it's very difficult to actually hover around with the song. तो आपको एक एक वर्ड और ऑब्वियसली ग्रामर तो पता नहीं होगा, तो एक एक लाइन के हिसाब से समझ में आना पड़ता है वो कि अच्छा ये लाइन में ओवरऑल सॉन्ग का मीनिंग ये है और ये लाइन में ये बोल रहा है, ये लाइन में ये बोल रहा है. सो समटाइम्स इट्स इजियर बिकॉज वो सेम फॉर्मेट का होता है. मतलब हिंदी गाने में भी वही फॉर्मेट होता है और उधर ही मतलब सेम फॉर्मेट का होता है, तो यू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ अच्छा इस हिसाब से किया है. बट समटाइम्स यू डोंट क्रैक इट, देन यूर
Do you get fans from Tamil cinema or Telugu cinema goa saying that, listen, sir, your
These are all
pronunciation.
accidental fans.
Huh?
Accidental fans, I would say.
But how do they like your pronunciation of the words? Do you ever get any feedback like that?
Mixed reactions actually. कुछ लोगों को वो लोग अंधे हैं, उनको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. उनको सिर्फ वॉइस सुनना है और म्यूजिक सुनना है, तो they don't care about it. But there are people जिनको obviously बुरा लगता होगा कि ये इसको पता ही नहीं है और फिर भी गा रहा है. यहाँ पे सिंगर है और फिर भी.
You are God now to everybody, so I don't think they think like that. But when did you first discover? I mean, was this a realization that, listen, I think my voice works. It's a different voice. Did you have that realization? Because your voice really is very unique, you know. So when did you have that realization?
I still don't think it works. मतलब अभी क्या होता है ना, पहले आपको ये बोला जाता है कि
it works. Trust me.
I can see that it works for a lot of people. But for me, I thought I will never get to sing something which is related to Bollywood, because Bollywood में एक अलग idea होता है. You need a big voice, you need, you know, voice like किशोर कुमार. हम लोग सब लोग वही idolize करते हैं और अभी भी है, वैसा ही है. And sometimes you need to deliver that kind of, you know, range. तो वो expectation अभी भी वैसा ही है. When, you know, we still very nostalgic about things. तो यूनिक वॉइस होना पहले अगर यू कैन पुल इट आउट देन इट्स फाइन. अदरवाइज बहुत यूनिक वॉइस होना बहुत मुश्किल भी होता है कभी-कभी. यू डोंट यू नो, पीपल डोंट रिलेट टू योर वॉइस.
डिफिकल्ट फॉर द सिंगर.
या फॉर द सिंगर,
बिकॉज़ यू काइंड ऑफ गेट लिमिटेड इन अ सर्टेन वे. इज दैट व्हाट यू आर सेइंग?
हाँ, तो एक कास्ट हो जाता है कि ये इसी गाने के लिए या ये जॉनर के लिए वॉइस सही है. Otherwise,
but is that something that you think about consciously now, that, listen, I have done so much? And
no, I don't think about
I know
it.
you don't think about anything. I know that you don't care. But there's got to be that thought that, listen, what do I do next, or how will
I could say it's very surprising that, you know, मतलब the way I started, उस टाइम पे मेरा voice अजीब ही था. I still listen to some.
Can you take out that voice right now?
No,
अजीब वाली?
I can't.
सुन सकते हैं क्या?
That physic is gone. अभी तो काफ़ी मोटा हो गया हूँ मैं. पहले पतला था. तो उस टाइम पे वॉइस अलग था. वहाँ उस पर एक बेसिक टेंडर तो सेम रहता है. आई एम रियली सरप्राइज दैट वो लोगों को अच्छा लगा है. एंड आई थिंक it's not about the voice, it's about the, you know, the intention
soul,
and
the intention.
it's about the soul.
When I started radio, I used to sound like Navjot Singh Sidhu. Really, I had a very nasal voice. Oh yaar, kya haal hai yaar? You know, I was like that. Really, and it was natural, but people loved it because it was different. And people like, listen, what is this voice? I said, no man, I'm like, I'm on that pitch. I'm going for energy, and it's subconscious. I'm not trying. It's just happening to me. You know, when the mic goes on, when you're live, the first instinct that happens to you, you just go with that. You don't think too much.
Absolutely, you shouldn't think too much about this.
That way we have one thing in common.
आप अपना voice से दूसरा voice निकाल ही नहीं सकते. आपका voice निकलने वाला है, so just get used to it.
Yeah. But there are different variations, right, to that. But
technically you can do stuff, but वो फिर कितना देर करोगे आप? You can't be fake all the time.
Very true. But listen, we'll talk about your movie now, because, you know, I mean, how has the whole experience at IFFI 2018 been? Hashtag IFFI 2018 been?
Hectic, and मुझे नहीं लगा था कि इतना मेहनत करना पड़ता है. बहुत मेहनत लगता है.
नहीं, क्या मेहनत कर ली आपने वैसे, ये बता दीजिए मुझे.
मतलब
आना जाना, अब क्या आपको भी उठा के लेके जाए क्या वेन्यू पे? इतना
वेन्यू का बात नहीं, मतलब आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस होल प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग अ फिल्म. मुझे लगा था कि इन जनरल जब हम लोग म्यूजिक बनाते हैं, इट्स ईजियर बिकॉज यू हैव वन सॉन्ग विच इज़ लाइक 2.5 minutes लॉन्ग, एंड देन यू हैव म्यूजिक पीसेस. मे बी वो एक्सपीरियंस भी काफ़ी दिनों से है, इसके लिए उतना समझ में नहीं आता है. बट इट्स वेरी ईजी टू मेक अ सॉन्ग. लाइक 10 दिन 15 दिन मैक्सिमम आपको लगने वाला है, एंड यू वुड बी रेडी विद अ गुड सॉन्ग, लाइक गुड प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी एंड एवरीथिंग. बट विद फिल्म there are so many aspects, and you have to, like, if you're serious about it and want to do things in a proper way, it will take a lot of time. और सबसे मुश्किल वही चीज़ है कि आपको मतलब पेशेंस रखना है तब तक जब तक वो एकदम प्रॉपरली रेडी ना हो जाए.
Right.
You tend to forget things in between, and then you have to take a break and come back and watch it again, and you know it's a very what would I say? बहुत लंबा है.
Yeah, you're the captain of the ship, so obviously everything is under you. And what's the movie about? But it's of course it's musical, I'm sure, something to do with music.
It is not to do with, as in there's a singer in it. It's about how we are going away from knowledge, and जितना भी हमको पता है हमको सिर्फ दिखाना है, और हम लोग कभी भी ये नहीं सोचते हैं कि वो दिखाना इज स्टिल फाइन, इट्स बेसिकली योर विश टू डू दैट, बट you're actually, the moment you're doing that, you're going away from knowledge. You're not actually thinking of yourself, and the movie is about that. It's about going back to Sa. You know, whatever you do in life,
Okay, wonderful.
whatever jitna bhi aap notes ghum lo, you have to come back to Sa and finish it
Excellent.
up.
So the
going back to
entire
roots.
thought is yours. You've written, the entire thought of the movie is yours.
No, this is written by me and my wife.
Okay.
She's not here.
Where is she? She's not here.
She's really shy.
So who proposed to who? You proposed to her or she proposed to you?
I proposed.
Acha.
Yeah.
And when was this? Which year?
मुझे
You sang a song or you said नहीं
नहीं क्या.
अरे यार ये तो बहुत फिल्मी हो जाएगा यार. Then तो you would have been rejected पक्का had you sung a song नहीं?
So हम लोग एक्चुअली बहुत बचपन से एक दूसरे को जानते हैं.
अच्छा.
We used to read together.
Wow.
तो प्रपोज मतलब बहुत ही इनफॉर्मल.
आंखों ही आंखों में इशारा हो गया मतलब भाई अब तो हो गया यार.
हम लोगों ने बात किया.
अच्छा.
कोई इशारा नहीं हुआ, कंफ्यूजन नहीं चाहिए.
Very true. You got to keep it clear, yeah, because it's a lifetime journey, right? How many years have you married now?
अरे यार ये सब ढूंढना पड़ेगा.
अच्छा.
सीक्रेट मैरिज, यू राइट, सीक्रेट मैरिज था.
Okay, so she has collaborated with you in this movie. She's basically the.
So we used to talk about movies बचपन से ही, मतलब हम लोग फिल्म्स देखते थे और हमको बहुत इच्छा थी. एक्चुअली बुक लिखने का बहुत इच्छा था हम दोनों का एक साथ, कि we wanted to write a book, write our thoughts. और जब तक मतलब जब बड़े हो गए तो देखा कि फिल्म बहुत अच्छा एक it's a very nice form of art.
Sure.
जिसपे सब कुछ है and you can do so many things together. तो what is the best? We thought we'll do something like that. हम लोग एक बनाएंगे कुछ अपने हिसाब से, सीखेंगे, करेंगे आराम से.
Excellent.
This is my agenda.
Excellent. No, that's a wonderful thought, and I definitely look forward to watching the movie soon.
Thank you.
And okay, so do we have a mic? Can we take some questions from the audience? Mic कहाँ है भाई और बहनों? ये वाला mic फेंक दूँ क्या आपके भी? Who's a good cricketer here? We have an extra mic, or should I give one up? Yeah, we have a mic there. Finally the mic comes. This is also always happening in every event, every conversation. Mic जो होता है audience वाला वो last में ही पता नहीं कहाँ से suddenly आ जाता है. You feel वो आने वाला नहीं है, पर हाँ जी आ गया, वो वहाँ पहुँच गया.
Hi. So I'm obviously a big fan. That is why I'm here. Apart from working for IFFI. So now that you've obviously been singing for years and now you've done a movie, how do you maintain the work-life balance, which is very, very important? Looking at you, like such a busy man. So how do you manage that?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not a busy man.
That's what you're saying, but obviously, like, you're doing a movie, so you must be working 24/7 or something.
So how do I explain this? So there are actually हम लोग busy होते हैं ना, जो काम है, if that is a center, उसको छोड़ के ना बहुत कुछ होता है और उसी में busy होते हैं हम लोग. वो अगर आप नहीं करो तो आप free हो. So I'm free. I'm not doing anything related to that. I'm just concentrating on the center, so I can do it.
So listen, the thing is the mic has moved backwards. This is a passing the parcel वाला mic. जिसके हाथ में mic आएगा उसको सवाल पूछना ही पड़ेगा. आपके सवाल अब आप पूछिए.
Hello, hi sir. Here. Yes.
Sorry. अच्छा.
I love you.
Thank you.
Sir, you are a divine person. आपकी एक रूहानी आवाज़ है. आपके साथ बैठते हैं वो तो बात ही अलग है, but आपको सुनना एक स्पिरिचुअल एक्सपीरियंस है.
Thank you very much.
जैसे वैसे रहना सर. Don't change yourself, sir. It's not advice, sir.
Amazing. She's a true fan. ये दिल से बोला इन्होंने. प्लीज तालियां हो जाए. आपका नाम क्या है?
कुसुम. Yes, I'm from Gujarat, Ahmedabad. लड़ झगड़ के एंट्री ली है सर. कहना तो था ही that I love you so much and you are super, truly super.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And you are highly inspirations for many people. And काफ़ी मोटे नहीं है सर. हम दोनों fit and fat हैं सर.
I'm not worried at all.
Definitely not worry, क्योंकि सर कुछ लगना भी चाहिए, जहाँ से निकले तो लोग याद भी रखने चाहिए. I know about you everything from the beginning till today, your journey, your success, your failures, your love life, everything. I just want to say that I love you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kusum. Thank you. तालियां कुसुम जी के लिए जरा तालियां हो जाए प्लीज.
Hi. Okay. Okay. ओके सो प्रोसेस स्टार्टेड यार बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा, मतलब बोर हो जाएंगे लोग. मैं बहुत ब्रीफली
Well, you did
बताता हूँ.
mention about the movie, so I mean, I don't know what exactly you want to know.
मैं कोशिश करता हूँ जितना शॉर्ट हो सके, क्योंकि वी लव द प्रोसेस. हम लोग को एक्चुअली आज बनाने के बाद उतना एक्साइटमेंट नहीं है जितना एक्साइटमेंट हम लोग को बनाते वक्त था. सो वी यू नो काइंड ऑफ फॉर्म्ड अ टीम. बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं हम लोग, और बचपन से ही हम लोग को ये एक यू नो एक थॉट है दिमाग में कि हम लोग को एक्सप्रेस करना है. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो बतानी हैं, और वो होता है ना एक फालतू का चीज़ जो यू हैव टू डू टू मेनी थिंग्स. वैसे हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया. वी स्टार्टेड विथ लॉट ऑफ प्राइड एंड लॉट ऑफ एम्बिशंस इन आवर हार्ट कि ये करना है वो करना है. पर नाउ ऑफ कोर्स टुडे डजंट मैटर, क्योंकि फिल्म बनाने के बाद बहुत कुछ हम लोगों ने ही सीख लिया कि इट वाज नेवर फॉर यू नो टू रीचिंग एनीवेयर. तो जर्नी में ना बहुत सारा बचकान चीज़ें हम लोगों ने की हैं. वी स्टार्टेड विद DSLR फिल्म मेकिंग. हम लोग बाइक पे जाते थे, और कुछ लोग सीरियस होते हैं और बाकी बहुत सारे लोग जो होते हैं वो लोग शो ऑफ करते हैं. तो सब लोग शो ऑफ करते थे बाइक पे, जूम रिकॉर्डर लेके और एक 5D लेके. यू नो यू मस्ट हैव सीन दीज ग्रुप्स, बहुत सारी जगह पे आपको मिलेगा. तो हम लोग भी वैसे ही थे, पागल. तो हम लोग घूमते रहते थे, और जो भी अच्छा लगता था वी यूज्ड टू शूट, और ख़ुद ही देखते थे, खुद ही मज़ा लेते थे उसके कि हाँ ये इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, ये अच्छा लग रहा है. एंड देन फाइनली आप यही हम लोगों ने 1.5 साल तक किया. और मेरे पास सिर्फ एक ही आइडिया था. मुझे लगा था कि स्टोरी मुझे टेबल पे जाके बनानी है, और मैं पहले कुछ बिना प्लान किए ऐसे सब देखूंगा कि होता कैसे. तो वी शॉट बहुत सारा फुटेज हमने शूट किया, और टेबल पे आके जब बनाने का कोशिश किया, बन तो क्या कुछ, पर पसंद ही नहीं आया कुछ मुझे उसके बाद. सो आई थॉट कि ये तो बकवास है, ये ऐसे तो नहीं होगा कभी भी. तो वी स्टार्टेड वी वेंट बैक. हम लोगों को लगा कि एक्चुअली ये फिल्म जो है ये एक विजुअल फॉर्म है नॉवेल्स का, और इन लिटरेचर उसका ही विजुअल फॉर्म बन सकता है. तो वी एक्चुअली वेंट बैक टू आवर रूट्स. हम लोग ने स्टडी करना चालू करा, एंड देन वी यू नो स्टार्टेड राइटिंग अ स्क्रिप्ट, और बहुत अच्छे से प्लान किया उसको, क्योंकि हमको समझ में इतना आ गया था 1.5 साल में कि उसको एग्जीक्यूट करने में आपको प्रॉपर प्लानिंग चाहिए. क्योंकि इट इज़ नॉट ओनली यू डूइंग इट. आप कहीं भी जाओगे वहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग रहेंगे, और दे हैव टू बी यू नो इनटू योर प्रोजेक्ट, नहीं तो आपका सब गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. तो बहुत सारा होमवर्क, हार्ड वर्क, यू नो पैशन टुवर्ड्स इट, एंड धीरे धीरे जितना दिन गया उतना अंडरस्टैंडिंग बढ़ते रहा. एंड देन हम लोगों को 2 से 2.5 साल लगा पूरा चीज़ ख़त्म करने में. मतलब शूटिंग किया हम लोगों ने 7 महीने तक. कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा था, बिकॉज वी डिडंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट इट. पर हम लोग सीखते थे, लोगों से पूछते थे कि ये कैसे करना है, वो कैसे करना है, और धीरे धीरे अपने आप ही हम लोगों ने किया उसको. और बहुत सारा शॉट हमको फेंकना भी पड़ा. अभी जाके जैसे समझ में आता है कि नेक्स्ट फिल्म में ये सब हम लोग नहीं कर पाएंगे, ये बचकानी चीज़ें हैं, और यू हैव टू बी ऑन योर पॉइंट टू यू नो डू योर थिंग. तो 2-2.5 साल के बाद एडिट किया हम लोगों ने, और उसको जैसे प्रोफेशनल तरीके से आप ग्रेड करते हो, और उसका टेक्निकल चीज़ें होती हैं, वो सब एक एक करके हुआ. और यू हैव टू हैव पेशेंस, क्योंकि इतना सारा काम है कि वो आपको दिखने ही नहीं मिलता है. आपको पता नहीं चलता है कि एग्जैक्टली हो क्या रहा है. तो बहुत देर तक आपको पेशेंस रखना पड़ता है. वो हम लोगों ने वही किया, और फिल्म फाइनली बना. अभी भी हैप्पी नहीं है, वी नॉट हैप्पी, कि क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हमको लगा कि यार ये तो नहीं कर पाए हम लोगों ने. बट हम लोगों ने वी लेट इट गो. अभी तो छोड़ दिया है, अभी बहुत हो गया.
She did also want to know in brief if you could tell us about the release plan. She mentioned something like that. So
we don't have a release plan actually. हम लोग को पता नहीं, हम देखेंगे. We'll ask people जिनको अच्छा लगेगा हम दे देंगे उनको.
so we have yeah. So you know what, we don't have much time now, but maybe one more question. But can we get the guitar, please, Arijit?
Hello.
Arijit, I have a question. Here, right here.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rachna. I work with Bombay Times.
Okay. Hi.
The question is about your film. I've been told that you have involved a lot of classical musicians on this project.
Oh, I forgot.
And
yes.
It's as indie as it gets as a project also. And thirdly, I've been told that your child is also a part of this project.
Yes.
Could you just elaborate on all of these aspects? And, you know, being a busy singer, how did you just sort of make time to go out and shoot it in the interiors of Bengal?
हाँ. So हाँ, बहुत सारे इंडियन क्लासिकल मैं एकदम भूल गया था. I always wanted to do this actually. बिकॉज फिल्म इज़ अबाउट इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक और उसमें ज़रूरत है इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिशियंस के. तो उस्ताद राशिद खान की वॉइस है इसमें. अनुष्का शंकर हैज़ प्लेड सितार. उस्ताद असद खान हैज़ प्लेड सितार ऑन दिस फिल्म. तो आई थिंक इट्स माई लाइकिंग टूवर्ड्स इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक. एंड वो मुझे लगता है कि एज म्यूज़िक जो फिल्म को इमोट करेगा, आई थिंक हमारे पास काफ़ी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है जिससे हम लोग एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं. एंड I chose these instruments, you know, so it kind of worked. मुझे खुद भी sound बहुत अच्छा लगा. And then the Tapos Roy has played Dotara and other strokes. Hamtu Da played flute. जिनके father actually पौथिर पांचली में theme बजाया था. So it was very nostalgic, you know, making the music. सब लोगों का बहुत सारा passion और simple चीज़ें हैं जो मतलब कुछ प्रूव करने के लिए किसी ने भी नहीं बजाया इसमें. सब बहुत खुश होकर बजाया. तो आई थिंक दैट मेड द फिल्म स्पेशल. दिस वाज द म्यूजिकल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट. अबाउट माय चाइल्ड, सो व्हाट हैपेंड, जो मेन कैरेक्टर है वो हमको नहीं मिल रहा था. सो वी वर शूटिंग. हम लोगों ने चालू तो कर दिया शूटिंग क्योंकि टाइम भी सेट था और सब कुछ रेडी था, पर मिल ही नहीं रहा था कोई हम लोग को जो गाना भी उसको प्रॉपरली सेट करना है. एंड देन ही हैज़ टू बी लाइक रियली इनोसेंट ऑल्सो, नॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड क्या हो रहा है, ताकि इट्स वेरी इजी टू वर्क विद दोज गाइज जो उन लोगों को फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है बाकी चीज़ों से, जिसको सिर्फ काम पे ध्यान होता है. तो शुदीप दा वंस टोल्ड मी कि व्हाई डोंट यू कास्ट योर सन. वो तो एकदम बहुत घुल मिल रहा है क्योंकि वो हमेशा रहता था, हम लोगों के साथ ही रहता था, वो खेलता रहता था वहाँ पे गाँव में. तो ही एक्चुअली गॉटन यूज टू जितने सारे किड्स हैं वहाँ पे, और फिर पेड़ पे चढ़ने लगा और पॉन्ड में नहाने लगा, और वो यू नो ही वाज लाइक देयर. और मैं खुद भी गांव से हूँ, तो इट वाज लाइक वेरी नॉर्मल थिंग फॉर मी. पर मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था क्योंकि हमेशा मुझे लगता था कि नहीं वो तो गड़बड़ कर देगा, नहीं कर पाएगा. तो बट फाइनली हमको मिला ही नहीं. तो सुदीप दा ने वापस मुझे बोला कि जस्ट गो फॉर इट यार, वो कर देगा. सो वी शॉट हिम और एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा किया उसने. मतलब मुझे एक्सपेक्टेशन से ज़्यादा किया उसने. वो पहली बात तो उसने रात में शूट किया, जो 10 बजे के बाद तो एकदम बत्ती गुल हो जाता है उसका. ही कांट यू नो बी देयर. उसको बहुत नींद आता है, पर ही डिड इट. और उसको रोना आता था बहुत. वो शॉट देने के बाद आके रोता था कि मुझे नहीं करना है ये. आई कुड अंडरस्टैंड टोटली, बिकॉज मुझे भी नहीं करना है. बहुत सारी चीज़ें. सो बट वी डिड इट एंड ही वाज लाइक रियली ब्रेव एंड प्राउड. बहुत अच्छे से किया उसने. आई एम रियली प्राउड.
Hi, जाते one question for your fans in Toronto down here. Arijit,
आप कहाँ हैं? अच्छा.
right here.
One last question, yeah.
Yes, all the way from Toronto, I've come here, missed your concert.
Thank
so
you.
one last question. There's so many fans here, love different songs of yours. Has there been a song that you have most enjoyed singing and expressing yourself in?
हाँ, है ऐसे कुछ गाने हैं जो
जो वो सुनाएंगे अभी हमारे को, उनमें से एक. वो देखिए वहाँ पे एक माइक आ गया आपके पास बगल में.
I'm trying to remember. There are a couple of songs actually. I don't remember like specifically, but I can tell you the experience. It's a different experience when you perform a song. जो आपको सिर्फ ये याद रहता है कि ये अभी मेरा गाना बन चुका है. This is my story, and it has nothing to do with the director or the producer, because I've understood every aspect of their thoughts. एंड वो फिर सिंप्लीफाई हो गया मेरे हिसाब से. और जब कभी कभी होता है जब आप रिलेट कर जाते हो और इट बिकम्स योर स्टोरी इन अ वे. वो कुछ अलग ही स्टोरी हो सकता है, बट देन यू स्टिल कनेक्ट टू इट एंड देन यू नो डिलीवर ऑल योर इमोशंस डायनामिकली एंड मेक अ स्टोरी आउट ऑफ इट. और पूरा स्टोरी कभी कभी बनता है, कभी कभी नहीं बनता है. कभी कभी जब बन जाता है तब इमीडिएटली पता चलता है कि लोगों को पसंद आने वाला है, वो समझ में आ जाता है. और जब नहीं बनता है तब तो हम लोग छोड़ देते हैं.
रिसेंटली ये कब हुआ? ऐसा कुछ गाया है आपने रिसेंटली जो आपको लगता है कि आप अपनी कहानी बता रहे हैं उसके थ्रू?
बहुत रेयर होता है आजकल एक्चुअली. देयर इज वन सॉन्ग विशाल भारद्वाज जी ने कंपोज किया. वो कौन सी फिल्म थी उनकी अभी? पटाखा में एक गाना है. अरे क्या है
ये गिटार है ना, ये आप शुरू करोगे अपने आप.
नैना बंजारे. थैंक यू. सो नैना बंजारे इज वन सॉन्ग दैट आई फेल्ट, यू नो, आई कुड लाइक रियली, यू नो, गो इनटू डिटेल.
अरिजीत here.
अरे
Here's
मुझे
the
याद
guitar.
नहीं है वो गाना.
ये
मतलब
मेरे
दो
पास
तीन लाइन ही गा सकता हूँ.
गिटार है और वो माइक प्लीज आपके लिए.
आप फंसा दिया मुझे.
अरे मेरे को जूते मारेंगे अगर मैंने नहीं करवाया ये तो.
ये किसका आइडिया था?
ये I don't know. I mean, wherever you are, it just these things come. Yeah, let's have some cheering.
हाँ, who tuned it? Nice. कौन सा था? मैं I really haven't sung this एक बार भी, सिर्फ सुना है. मैं कुछ भी मतलब अगर लिरिक याद नहीं रहा तो ऐसे हुआ करके चलाने वाला हूँ मैं, ठीक है? Because I really don't remember it.
The lyrics are here.
भिड़ भिड़ नैना नैना बंजारे लूट गए चैना दो दो बंजारे भिड़ भिड़ नैना नैना बंजारे भिड़ भिड़ नैना नैना बंजारे लूट गए चैना दो दो बंजारे भिड़ भिड़ नैना नैना बंजारे. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's your choice. If you want to do one more, otherwise, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. अभी डायरेक्टर साहब हैं.
मैं बिल्कुल प्रिपेयर नहीं हूँ भाई. ट्रस्ट मी, मैं सुबह सुबह गाता ही नहीं हूँ. बिल्कुल. आई नेवर सिंग इन द मॉर्निंग. अच्छा,
Couple of lines, otherwise then we'll-
डन विद टॉकिंग ना.
Yeah.
तो मैं एक ही गाना गाता हूँ और हम लोग बाय बोलते हैं. ओके.
Yeah, he सिंह आपका फेवरेट का. वो सही आदमी है वो. He should be your employee.
ठीक है, I'll try. बहुत खराब साउंड करने वाला हूँ अभी. How do you start it? Come on. Thank you.
Wow, nice.
मुझे हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए मुझे हवाएं हवाएं बेगानी हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए मुझे हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए जाने कहाँ ना मुझको खबर ना तुझको पता. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Okay, we have a memento from Team DFF. We have a memento for you from Team DFF. So can we have the memento, please? Yeah. Ankur ji will present from Team DFF. Team IFFI. Thank you, Arijit. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was wonderful to be here amongst you all. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Let's have a huge round
Thank
for
you very
Arijit,
much,
please.
guys.
Before you guys go. और जोर से यार, थोड़ा तालियां मार दो. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We love you, Arijit sir.
Yeah, you want the mic to shout? Yeah, you shout.
No, it's fine. I wanted to ask one question.
You want to shout? Say something.